Hey guys, hope everyone's keeping well. Yeah, I feel like I haven't done like a proper update in a long time. But there hasn't really been too much to report, to be honest. Biggest thing is Henry's doing amazing. So he's still coping really well with being off cyclosporin completely. His voriconazole levels, which is that antifungal medication he is on, the levels of it in his blood were quite low last time they were checked. Now we're kind of a week behind with it because it takes a while for those levels to come back. So we did up the dose, so we're kind of just waiting to see if they've improved at all. I think they're wanting to wait till it's a wee bit more steady before they start deciding whether or not to wean him off it slowly. But that's the next big thing they're going to start to do. But they're really happy with him. So happy that last Monday the nurse and the doctor said they would leave it for another week, so we actually didn't go up to the hospital today, which felt really weird. My days are going to be completely messed up, but yeah, we didn't have to go up today, so it was awesome though, because they must be confident and that he's doing so well, so that gives us reassurance as well. So like he's been great. He's eating and drinking more. I think I posted on my personal account that he actually, not that we didn't wash Henry, but we were quite nervous when it came to his like dressings and lines and stuff. That we were told, you could put cling film around him, but we tried that like ages ago, and just he hated it, we hated it, so we didn't bother doing it. So the main thing was we just washed him in front of the fire. But yeah, he used to love bath time. So last week we decided to just put his lines in one of the gloves that we use, the rubber gloves for when we're doing meds and stuff, and tie it securely so no water gets in. Tie up his NG tube line, because it's quite a long one now, into like a loop, just so it doesn't go in the water. And he loved it, and it was such a joy to watch him back splashing about in the water and smiling. Like his smile was so big. He just loved it. Well, it was a challenge to get him out, but he loves that now. So I'm really happy. David's really happy. We're just going to keep doing that, and that we're going to make that, do that a few times a week, but change the dressing around one of those nights. But yeah, it was a good solution. So he enjoyed it. So that just, yeah, I was overjoyed. So just starting to do a few more like normal things that we used to do that, we were a bit reluctant, and yeah, it just feels like we're getting back to some, not that we're forgetting what's still happening and stuff, but he's just doing so well that you almost forget. You forget like all the meds you're pumping into him. You forget what he's sort of been through, because like I'm still so thankful that he's in an age that he won't remember it. I'm still praying so much that he doesn't, this is a success. We had like another lot of blood taken last Monday to check his engraftment again, which I'm always nervous about. Last time it's been sitting at 100% for the last, my word, ages. So I'm just hoping that we get good news on that and it's stayed at 100%. But yeah, you think we'd be professionals at it now, but I hate waiting. It's testing my patience enormously. So but yeah, we've been going out for more walks. Henry, we're deliberately not taking the pram with us. It's in the car, but we don't bring it out. Just so that he walks more, and he has been, and he's been amazing. We actually walked around Picky Park, around the Swans. Luckily during the week it's very quiet. There's no kids about. And we do it in a direction that he doesn't see the park, like the swings and stuff, because if he saw that it would be a nightmare. But he walked around there on his own, and we actually people from his nursery, Little Kingdom Kids, walked past a couple of groups, and it was so good seeing them. I think Henry was just in shock, because he was like, I thought I was the only small person in this whole world. So because I actually met my good friend Brooke and her gorgeous wee daughter Perry, must have been a couple of weeks ago now. And even whenever Henry, like they knew each other kind of before they were aware of their existence, but like Henry just sort of glared at her for a while because I think he still thinks I'm the only one here, this tiny, and everybody else is adults or doctors, or it's just, you don't know what he, because of what he's been through and like not going into nursery for a long time, what he sort of thinks is real. I don't know. I'm rambling, but it was just really good to get out and walking and stuff. And yeah, we're just going to keep trying it as much as we can, and so long as it's safe for Henry and us too. So that was good. It's good just to spend a bit of time together as family. I think we were for a while thinking of those things that you want to do in our own time, but it was strange because the more, well, I'll speak for myself, the more of that time I had to myself, the more I was just like, kind of want to be out with my husband and my son. It was such a strange sort of wrestle, but it is really important for us to get that time to ourselves, just to rest. But yes, we built this bed. Woo! I just haven't set up the side rail for it yet, so we're gonna get it sorted this week, and then I'm so nervous, but we're gonna start trying to get him into that room. Since the bed's been made, he's actually not went into that room even to get toys or to play or to move things about. So I think he's aware that that's a new bed, that's my room, what's happening. I'm not going in there, because earlier I was just like, do you want to show me your new bed? And he walked into our room. So I don't know how this is going to go, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so he's been doing great. So the community nurse is coming out some point today to flush his lines, change the line ends, because we weren't at the hospital, and we'll just wait and see if they tell us any results from last week, and then go up next Monday. So yeah, he's doing great. I haven't told too many people about this, but Clerksargent actually contacted me last week and said a journalist from the Sunday World wanted to, I think she saw an advert, a Clerksargent advert on TV, and it really hit her, and she contacted Clerksargent because she was wanting to speak to a family who has been through this and do like a story on it. So yeah, they contacted me, and I was a bit reluctant to start with, but it was quite a sort of fast turnaround, so I didn't have too much time to sort of think and faff and overthink and talk myself out of it. So I just went ahead and done it, because I do believe that it's very important to share our stories and what we've been through, whether it's good or bad. If it can help someone, then it's why would you not? So yeah, she phoned. It must have been like nearly a 2-hour phone call, but it was just really me talking through the story, and she asked questions along the way. And I kind of thought the focus of it would have been how, and we talked about the support and what the massive, I'll never forget the kindness and support that Clerksargent showed us, and all the stuff they provided for us. It was just, it still is overwhelming, because they still support us and other families, especially through COVID. So, but the article actually went out yesterday. We sort of read it, and they mentioned Clerksargent, but they sort of honed in on our experience and what Henry went through and us. So I hope, like, I've got a couple of messages. I just hope some people, it helps some people, and Clerksargent, they get some comes of it for them too. But I think they're going to be doing follow-up stories and stuff like that. But yeah, it was very strange seeing our pictures in the Sunday World. So I'm not a big person that would shout about. I don't like attention. Those that know me most know that. So I didn't really want to shout about like, we're going to be in a paper. But I just, I prayed that it would touch someone. And yeah, it's heartbreaking how common, like, not even just our story, but how common that this is, and the amount of kids that are going through treatment at the minute. So I'm praying for them, and just, I would love it, just over Christmas. It's so heartbreaking, but I just pray that the families get through it, and whether or not they get home, it'd be it'd be even better for them. But yeah, going through all the, like, talking from the very start from he was diagnosed, kind of surfaced a few things again in me, and you know, it can very easily bring you back down and make you upset and question and stuff like that. But sort of give myself a shake and sort of realize that, yeah, you know, that is always, that it's always going to be there. We've got through what we've got through. It's happened, and just be thankful for where we're at now. And you know, God did bring us through it, and Henry's doing amazingly well. And just to keep giving thanks, because like we're not guaranteed tomorrow. You know, we're only guaranteed the breath in our lungs today, and I just want to make it's like how those experiences change your perspective on a lot of things. I just want to make the most of our time. So yeah, I know we're still going through it, but yeah, we're enjoying family time a lot more now, and not that we didn't before, but we're purposely setting time aside to go out and spend time together, and Henry loves it too. So yeah, not much else to report. He's doing amazing. Thanks for all the messages still, and gifts and just prayers. You know, I had it in my head that once we got home from Bristol, you know, not that you always have this fear of being forgotten, which is so pathetic, but you just sort of, you know, everybody's got their own battles, and are going through their own stuff. But I kind of thought after Bristol, that the big treatment, you know, we would just be giving thanks, but I'm still getting like messages and gifts, and you know, it's just, it blows me away still that there's such kindness out there, and yeah, I feel so thankful today for everybody, and where we're at and how Henry is, and just but yeah, that's where we're at. The nurse should be out soon. I'm gonna do a bit of reading, hopefully get the fire lit because the house is a wee bit cold. I was doing some singing there, so my throat's a wee bit sore. And yeah, that's where we're at. So I'm not really doing updates as frequently as I used to, just really when it's went so long, or if there's like something big to report and ask for prayer for. But yeah, I just want to let you know he's doing great. I'll share some photos to my Conquer account. I post most of them on my personal account and forget to share it, but I'll do that. And he's growing so big, and still obsessed with washing machines. So just nobody buy him a washing machine toy, please, because he's already obsessed. But yeah, he's trying to climb into the actual one now. I sort of thought he was helping me do the laundry, but he was emptying it just so he could try and climb into it, which was interesting. So but yeah, I hope everybody else is safe and well. I know we're in lockdown 2.0 as people refer to it, but I just hope everybody's safe and well out there, especially it's getting quite cold and feels like, you know, when, not to sound like Game of Thrones, but winter's coming, and it's just that season where there's always, like, not even COVID but flu and all sorts of stuff. So I pray that you all stay safe and well, and get through these 2 weeks and see where we're at, and yeah, take it from there. But I'll keep you posted if there's anything else, and I'll speak to you soon. Okay, take care, bye.